All right. Are we on? Is this thing live? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, what a day. What a day. What is it doing? Why can't it get out? How do I? This is so stupid. All right. Whatever. Can it not? There we go. Jesus. Is this how this thing works? I got scammed into using this freaking StreamYard again. But I want to appreciate, we're doing a little something different tonight. Started off on a Monday night instead of the typical Sunday. See, I'm not even in rhythm or flow yet. You're gonna have to bear with me. We're on a Monday night schedule here, and yeah, that's what we're doing. So, Rico, we're gonna go with that. I know who it is. I just don't know how to say either of your names. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to get a good nickname going on. We got Captain Falco in the building. What's going on there? We got Dum Dom 762 Jags. That's a tough loss. Sorry to see it. Peace and blessings. Thank you. And then we got of course Keaton live and kicking. He might be working. I don't know, but I know he's listening, so I'm all right with that. We got Goji Boy. What time is it for me? It is 9:04. And it's also Monday here. What day is it there? Just kidding. It's a Monday joke. Get used to it. I got a lot of good ones on a Monday. All right. Let's see. We're live. Yeah, I think we answered those. Yo, Prince Leo. Leo. I'm gonna go with Leo. Captain Falco, what's up? Working but listening, of course. Thank you all for coming out. I appreciate it. I know the NFL playoffs are going on right now. I don't know how many of you guys are sports fans. The game has just become rather uninteresting to me. It looks like the Steelers just can't move the ball at all. Maybe I'll be surprised by the time this stream ends. So, other than that, we've got some new stuff. We're going to talk a little bit today on the cast for those that are catching up, maybe on the archive. We're going to be talking about Storm Arena because they're really the only ones putting news out as of right now. We're going to talk Jada because their figures are getting out there. I want to see where they're at and if they're on schedule to kind of stick with if they're going to complete the roster or not. Storm has a new exclusive. We're going to talk about that whole situation. So let's start with what's going on, Black Void. Should we start with Storm? I guess we can start with Storm just because a lot of people love the Jada and then people will stick around to hear for the Jada, right? So Storm announced last week. You guys saw the video. We did a whole video on it. We saw this guy. Sagat. There he is. The big guy. Of course. Is there a way to make this look not? No. I guess that's the best I can do for you. I don't know how, whatever. What's this one? I don't want full screen. All right, or not. Okay, doesn't matter. Are you using a different microphone? No, why? Does it suck? Let me see what the mic settings are. Echo cancellation, maybe? Is it a bad microphone? Do we have bad sound right now? Let me hear. Oh, yeah, that sounds terrible. What the hell? Yikes. Hold up. Headset ear. Whoa, hold on. My God. Yeah, it sounds weird, but maybe it's just me. No, maybe I'm not using my professional microphone. It's not terrible. Please. This is 1,000 times better, and you know it. Don't get soft on me now. You guys let me know when it sounds like a piece of crap like that, please. I didn't pay the big bucks for this nice microphone to get live via satellite, the moon microphone, okay? It just increased
the entertainment of the stream at least by 10%. At least 10%. Come on now. The mic has a little reverb. Right now it does? Now do ASMR. No, I can't do that. We're not doing the ASMR. But now it has a little reverb? What? All right, hold on. Echo cancellation is on. Reduce mic background noise. Automatically adjust mic volume. Is that better? Let me know if that's better or worse. Let's try and get this figured out. Thought you were using your phone mic? God. How good does it sound now on a 1 to 10? Sounds better now. Put the chat on the screen. You like when I put the chat on the screen? All right, good, your boy. We'll do that for you. See, I'm using this new setup. I don't like using StreamYard. I know all the toy tubers love to use StreamYard. I think it's a piece of crap. I think it's limited. I think it doesn't look. It's the worst. I like my other setup. We like the setup better on the other one. I do. Saw Jada, Guile, and Cammy at Target last week. Not sure if Target started carrying them again or if it's old stock or returns still ring up $25.99. It looks like they got Jada back. There was some reports. We can talk about that when we hit the Jada segment that Balrog, Akuma, and E Honda are all in the system for Target. But I don't know that that's necessarily a good thing. It seems like Walmart has the better stock of Jada than Target ever has. So we'll talk about that in the Jada segment. But I want to talk about this guy because it seems to be bugging me. It does. Most toy tubers use StreamYard because it's for unks. Yeah, it's super user friendly, but I'm just used to the gaming world. So I love me using some Streamlabs. I'm all about Streamlabs. I love Streamlabs. That's where I come from, is Streamlabs. Yes, I made it. Stone Capybara. I know you were upset yesterday about the stream not happening, so it's here now. They are up for pre-order on GameStop too. GameStop. I forget that's even a place half the time. Mike sounds better now. Well, I'm glad somebody let me know that it sounded like a piece of dog shit on top of another piece of dog shit before we, it'd be nice if you guys caught that a little earlier. But hey, mistakes were made. I would assume that this stupid ass program would just know that I have a good mic and not pick up my little AirPod headphones that are plugged into the computer. Damien, what's going on, dude? Welcome. Good to have you. Make sure you check out his channel as well. Damien Talks Toys. At least Storm learned their lesson with the chest. Did they, though? Because that's what I want to talk about. Why is this the same skin tone as the original one? Because that's not as advertised. And when I saw this picture, I'm like, huh. When I first saw this picture, I thought, huh. It doesn't look very dark in the skin tone. Doesn't look very tan, but hey, maybe it's just a bad picture. But let's go over here. Let's add this because here we go. We've got this little, obviously, shout out Mr. Lee. We love Mr. Lee. Look at that right there. Look at that right there. Why is he darker? Why didn't they just use the same profile picture? I know it's a con exclusive, but they have con stickers, right? And it probably would have the different Xisms. Isn't that why? Why is this not? What is that? I hope so. Let me see. What does this one say? Just wrapped up my live Baki and Yujiro review. Glad I caught the stream. I'll have to check that out after here. I know you were probably in a great mood about it. Why is this bar not going away? Why is StreamYard such a piece of crap? This is the last stream I do on this thing. I promise you. I like our other setup. I could see the chat. You could see the chat. It's just better. This system sucks. It does. I don't know how these guys use this thing. I'm so sick of Storm being late with everything. I mean, that's the one thing that's bugging me right there, right? Why is it a darker skin tone on the packaging? And why didn't you do it? Why didn't you do the darker skin tone? That's part of the P2. I thought that's what we were doing here, right? It's like one thing. It's another corner cut. Why? Why are you cutting corners so much? It's bugging me because you know why? Hold on one sec. And I'm going to get to the chat, but I'm kind of in my monologue at the moment. But it's like, one second here. I got to bring it up. I should have been prepared, but I wasn't. And that's my fault. What? Hold on. Where is it? I gotta find that one picture. Storm Arena. Check this out. This is what's bugging me. And it is bugging me. And is that the best picture I'm going to be able to get? Okay, I guess it is. Where are we? Because look at this. Remove. I hate, why does it do that? Does it have to be such a piece of crap all the time? They had the skin tone. They had it already. They already had the darker skin tone, and they chose not to use it. This closing force, damn, that's a lot of stores. This is clearly a darker skin tone than the original one that they just put out. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? You won't believe what happens at the end. You probably broke a joint or something. Can you show the pic of the figures next to each other again? Yeah, we'll do it. I mean, we'll watch it again, but like, they clearly had the darker skin tone and they just chose not to use it. It's insane what Storm is doing. It's like, you're like, oh, cool. They're really putting out the player twos fast. So here we are. Look at them standing next to each other. They're the same skin tone. Don't let the lighting fool you because we even have confirmation from Mr. Lee. From Mr. Lee, we have confirmation, and I'll get that. I'll get that too. I got to get it. I got to get it all. Hold on one second. I got to grab a screenshot. We're all about the screenshots, the T. And this is driving me nuts. It is. Because Storm, I love you, but at the same time, why do you do the shit that you do? Look at this. Okay. So this is on Instagram. It says, I can't even read it because it's so goddamn small. So the skin matches and the faces are interchangeable. So great. And Mr. Lee says, yeah. So they are the same skin tone. It has been confirmed by the man that actually has the figure in hand, Mr. Lee. I love the tan. That's the whole reason I like the player too, because I think he looks great with the white shorts and a tan. Pause. But let's continue with the video. Let's get back. Again, shout out Mr. Lee. We love his videos. Thank you, Mr. Lee. The tan would have been so much better. And there's some weird choices that they made with this. Like, obviously, pause it. So, again, he does kind of slightly look darker there, right? A little bit. But he's not. I don't know. My eyes are playing tricks with me. He does look a little bit darker there. Am I losing it? Wait, it's not tan? No. According to Mr. Lee, they're the same color. He's not tan. And he doesn't even look darker at all. Thanks, Mr. Lee. Ever so slightly. I don't think he's any darker. I mean, he's not this. He's not that dark. He's not. See that? He's not that. He's not that tan. That is, why wouldn't you just use the same? If you were going to use the same skin tone, you didn't have to put the darker picture on there. You didn't. And I get the point though, right? I do get the point that it's like, oh, well, it's because we want you to be able to use the different heads on the figure you already have. That's a great idea, Storm, except you already have proven to us that you're going to do all the player twos pretty much. And there's already another Sagat player two that keeps his same skin tone. We could have waited. We didn't need it right away. It would have been nice to actually get an accurate skin colored Sagat that makes him super cool. Because now it's like, oh, that's doesn't even look like the guy in the picture. What did I miss? We're ranting about how the skin is not any darker on the new player 2 Sagat. That does not look any darker. I'm sorry. Standing side by side like that, it does not look any darker. Did you get your shipping notification for Sagat? Yep, got it this morning. Like I said the other day, I think there will be some slight difference in the skin. It doesn't, I mean, Mr. Lee already confirmed there was no difference. None, zero, zip, zada, nothing. And like I mentioned, there are other player 2 variants where he keeps the same skin tone. We did not need, I know what you were trying to do. You were trying to make it collector friendly. Oh, you can now use the smirking head on the one you already bought. But it's like, you could have waited until the actual player 2 that uses the same skin tone for that. Now we don't even get the darker. And the thing, again, that bugs me is you had the darker skin tone. You can't tell me that this is not darker than this. Look at this. Look at that. That is like a chocolate mulatto brown, folks. Crispy brown. Looks like he just got off a nice Florida Keys. A tan, if you will. That's the tan I wanted right there. But you gave us this. It's not the same. That is definitely darker than this. And this is even a little misleading because I feel like this picture makes him seem a lot darker than he actually is. You really have to go to the video. Look, that is not. Look, they look the same. They look the exact same. I don't know how I feel about the head sculpt either. And is that not oddly distracting either? Now that's a tan. Mr. Tan Man. And I know what we're focusing on the wrong. At least Jada gave us P1 version. Brown and beautiful. Factual. It's slightly different. I think you're letting your mind play tricks on you because it's not slightly different. At least I don't think. With heads with the deluxe player 2s, yeah. And I mean, they still very well could give us this. And I hope they do. But it's like, why didn't you do that on the one that actually needed it? Holy, I made the stream. Hey, Kevin, welcome. It's great to have you, KevBot. I don't know why I called you that just there, but yeah. All right. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate the love as always. I love Kevin. But that's the thing that and then here's this. That's an odd choice. Can anybody tell me why you gave? Let's go back. Can somebody tell me what I'm noticing here? What could be distracting about this? Oh my God, dude. I'm about to have I am about to lose my mind on StreamYard. If you guys ever decide to become content creators, or if you already are, StreamYard sucks. How about that? What a terrible program this is. I'm never using StreamYard again. It's so trash. Okay, anyways, before we go, okay, we're dropping shit. Okay, let's settle down. Let's get back to business. Let's get back in the zone. Does anything look a little bit odd here? Waiting for my Sagat from BBTS. I hope you don't die before run out. I hope you didn't hold your breath waiting on Big Bad Toy Store. You should get it February 13th. I'm just kidding. I don't know. It says Q1. You can get it as late as March now, meathead. And that's terrible. I hate to hear that for you because it's an awesome figure. one of the best. They should make Storm Arena Blanca. Anyone? I'd love a Blanca. Way odd. Very odd. Chat, hello? Bueller? Anything look odd here to you guys? Bueller? Nothing? Nobody's got anything. Nobody can I spy with my little eyes something that's crazy. Crazy looking. The wraps. Yeah. Why are the wraps crispy clean, but his shorts have like the most dirt and grime on them that I've ever seen? They're not even white shorts. Look at how weird that looks. Why are his wraps act like they've never touched a sole, but his shirts are dirty as hell? That's so weird. What an odd choice for that. Does that not bug anybody else? Why are his wraps freshly clean, but his shorts are so dirty? Like they have the most wash on them. They're not even white shorts at this point. They're more like a tan. Doesn't match his alpha sprites. It's almost like I want to take, like you can notice it here. It's almost like I want to take the arms off the left one, seeing they're the same skin tone, and then putting them on the right one so it at least has that dirtier wash. And I might do that. I don't know if that's worth it, but I don't know why that's bugging me. It is. It's bugging me. This whole figure is bugging me, but I love it. It looks like Sagat hasn't changed his shorts in years. Can you guys see? Does it show the play button or does it show? Let me see if it shows the play button when I do that. Okay. Okay. To break up the color, but yeah, it makes no sense. I mean, it's fine. I get it. Maybe he just threw on some freshly new wraps. That could be an option that he chose that morning. But it's like, why are his shorts dirty as shit? And his wraps are like they've never even, it's like they're fresh out the package. The crispy white maybe makes him look more, you guys will say anything to make him look more tan. He doesn't look more tan with the white wraps. He bought a new pair of wraps. That's what it is. I'm tempted to do an operation to switch the arms. Saying that, we didn't get the new skin tone. His biceps player 2 looks shorter than the player 1. I think that might just be the angle. Depth perception, perhaps. I think they're the same. Let's see. What does it say? Might wrap switch. Might wrap switch. Might have to do it. He doesn't wash his shorts. Sagat needs to buy a new pair. Factual. But let's watch the rest of this because this is great. We love Mr. Lee. Thank you, Mr. Lee. Again, that's the worst angle. Like, oh my God. Look at that. Look how distracting that is. It's almost like the white that they were supposed to put on the shorts. It's almost like that. Please don't tell me this is the QC issue. That they put the wash on the shorts instead of the wraps, and the shorts are supposed to be that white, and the wraps are supposed to be that dark. Please don't tell me that's what happened here, because that almost seems like what happened here. Oh my God, is that what happened here? They put the wash on the shorts instead of the wrap, and the shorts are supposed to be that white? That's almost what feels like what happened here. Hello? Oh my God. I feel like we just figured that out. Bro only washes his wraps. I mean, you're telling me that I feel like, dude, I wouldn't be shocked if that's what happened. I really wouldn't. Because look at the wraps in the background almost look like they are the color of the shorts. And the shorts from the Sprite are supposed to be this bright white. That would be hilarious. That would be classic Storm. And it's not even them. It's their stupid factory that they use. I'm not going to blame Storm, but it's like, Storm, do you pay attention to your factory at all? You know what's funny? The regular Storm Sagat, the one from Street Fighter 2, that P2 has the darker skin and the darker wraps. Yeah, I know. That's what makes that figure my grail. We've talked about it. We've shown it. I have it. That is the best Sagat figure that's ever been made, and probably ever will be made, to be honest. Let me see if I can find it. I definitely have it in the archive. That's so obnoxious, bro. That's so obnoxious. Look how dark it looks right there. That's clearly a tan. Am I wrong? How do I reserve these? I messaged that guy on Insta. Lee, did he never get back to you? Just noticed it looks nothing like the promo pics. I don't think the promo... That's the tan we wanted, folks. Yeah, I want this figure too if he's going to be that tan. Because look at that, and then look at this. That is not that. That is not that. That is clearly darker Sagat. Boxers wear fresh wraps each fight, so can let it slide. Can't wait for him to arrive. Yeah, we'll let it slide, but it's like, why are his shorts so dirty? I don't know. They had the darker skin tone is the moral of the story, and they didn't use it. Why? Why didn't they use it? Is it because they cut corners again? Or is it the... Because look at, this is what the shorts are supposed to look like. They're supposed to look like that. See how dark he is? He's got the nice tan. He's got the cream-like shorts. Like the wash he's got on his shorts. That's the one. Look at that. It's beautiful. Best Sagat figure ever made and probably ever will be made. Unless we eventually get one down the road. Actually, the wraps are supposed to be bright white off the white trunks with the red stripe. Just go back and look at the color sprites for Sagat. The hand wraps are lighter than his shorts. All right, well, it's distracting. Because look how, those don't even, okay, first of all, do those shorts even look white to you? They don't even look white. Those look like a Dr. Grant hat tan. They almost look khaki. That's what they almost look like. You wiped his ass with it, Jesus. The biggest problem is the lack of tan. Forget the shorts. If I really wanted to make them white, I could take some acetone to the shorts, but I'm not about to just customize this Sagat. Pull up the image. Did they forget his darkened his skin? Yeah, that's what we've been saying. They did not make this figure a tan. Look at this, right? At the beginning of the video. Look at this. Wait, did I do that? Wait. Hold on. Can we go back to the video? Where's the video? Add to stage. Okay, look at this. Oh, okay. I see what's happening. Where's the video? Oh, it's up here. So look at this. They put the darker skin Sagat. Look at that. He's clearly supposed to have the darker skin, but he doesn't. It's already been confirmed by Mr. Lee. It's not darker. It's the exact same skin tone as the first one, but they gave him the darker skin tone picture, and they clearly had a darker skin tone Sagat, but they didn't use him. Why? It's lazy. The shorts are a bone white. Bone white. Don't start with your bone whites. I think bone's even brighter than those shorts. Bright white. If his trunks were actually white, I think his skin would look a bit darker. That's what I'm saying. Keaton, they painted it with a PVA glue. The effect parts in the P2 are much better than the P1. Factual. Either that or Capcom had to have some sort of involvement in the coloring and the design. Maybe. Is the bad chest the P2? I think the bad chest is from this color skin. I think. I'd have to take a look, but let's bring it back. So that's annoying that they did do the darker skin tone because you didn't have to. He doesn't look any darker. Look at another great side by side. Does that look darker to anybody? It doesn't. I mean, you can sit there if you stare at it long enough. I feel like if you do this with like an optical illusion, you're like, whoa, shit, did that picture just move? But no, these are clearly the same skin tone. At least in my opinion. I don't think it looks any tanner. And if it does, it's ever so slightly. I actually think we are at the point that we have to be cautious of Storm. They lost or confidence a little, a few fuck ups. Maybe. And let's not forget the wrong chess piece on the player one. I think that was the color they originally were going for, that the chess piece and the color was for the P2. Probably. I don't know what they're doing at that factory. It's insane. Can we go bigger? Let's go bigger. Can you guys still hear me when I do that? Hey, let me know if you guys can hear me. That's still such a great looking figure though. Forget it. Like all gripes aside, like this is still an amazing, like look how good that looks. Jesus Christ. Can you guys still hear me? Okay. I think you can still hear me. Okay, cool. The tan problem is probably Capcom fault. But Storm should have changed the art. Exactly. Then change the art. You can hear me good? Okay, good. Okay. I just wanted to make the video bigger. Looks great, though. What do you guys think about the head sculpt? Do you guys like the smirking? I mean, these right here are what pretty much sell this figure. I think everybody loves these. Those punch effects can be used on anybody. Anybody. They can, those effect pieces are probably some of the best that we've gotten for Street Fighter so far as a whole. Forget just Storm, just like as a whole. I think those are really good looking. Yeah, those look dope. I know what you think about the lips. I think you're just getting bad angles. I do agree that it kind of looks weird. I don't know if it's quite like you would say butthole lips, but I don't even know what that means. You're gonna have to go into deeper context on that for me, but I don't think it looks as bad as you seem to think it does. I think I think most people wanted the laugh. The smirk is cool, but I think most people wanted the laugh. Yeah, projectile pieces. And I guess now that it's the same color, you can go ahead and swap the heads around. What I love doing is mixing effect pieces with other characters to get wacky combos. For example, ever seen M. Bison shooting a Hadouken or Ken doing Blanca's electric attack? That's kind of cool. That's a good idea, actually. I didn't even think of that. The laugh is iconic. That's what I'm saying. The laugh would have been killer. I'm pretty sure that's what everybody wanted. Sagat accessory pack comes with a figure. Nice. Kick effect is just boring and it's hard to put on. Forget boring. That thing's a bitch to put on. Shame June isn't on Insta. Might be nice if he knew. If he knew he might be in London soon. I don't think he's going out there, Keaton. That I've seen that toy show before, and they usually just send some generic Jada rep that knows nothing. That's my fear. I've never seen June go out to any of those things. Outside of the States, I should say. I have my Goku. Oh, okay. You guys are swapping effect pieces. That's pretty cool. I need to have him a palm that can hold the character's head. Doesn't he get that? He's got a palm piece. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. I'm pretty sure he does. Nerd shit. I'm sure. See, look, right there. You can use that hand that he's got. That's like a tiger paw. I don't need a monkey paw. I don't even know what you'd call that. Like a grappling hand. So he'd be able to hold a head with that hand, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, exactly. They know people want the laugh. It probably comes with the next less desirable player 2 colors. Probably. You know what? Odds we get a Jada player 2 announcement by Valentine's? Uh I don't think so because their next big release is Akuma. It seems like Akuma's already dropped because they've already sent it to their crew that they already sent it to everybody that they sent it to. They send out to Kit Bash Customs, Migos, Unparalleled Universe, and is there someone else in there? I feel like there's somebody else in there, but yeah, it seems like those figures are already out, but they're not. Goku, Luffy, and Naruto are my favorite trio from Jump Force. I love the ads. Get my boy paid. Shut up. Didn't have the gripping hand in the P1 as well? Yeah, it did. It had these. You have the figure, don't you? Oh, you sold it. I forgot. A profit, man. Let's see. So is it March or February that we're getting Jada's new wave? I bet you guys don't see Akuma until February. Cause let's face it, you would have to get the shipping notification right about this week from Big Bad Toy Store. Cause we all know it takes about a week and a half to get anything shipped from those idiots. So they use snail mail, horse carrier to get your figures to you. So unless we saw a notification that your Akuma is in stock tonight, you're probably not seeing that figure until February, unfortunately, unless you see it. Oh yeah, D Amazing is also part of that group, which is insane because he also works with Storm. I just don't know if Storm knows that he works with both or gets both, or maybe they don't care. I don't know. Feel like that's a conflict of interest, but hey, I'd love if both companies sent me anything. I'd love to get something from any of the companies, but I guess one day we'll get there. Is it true player 2 Sagat was limited to 1,000 units? That is the root. That's what I think. That's actually, if we look at this video, check this out. Let's see. I think it says in this video right there. See that? Right at the bottom. HK Art Toy Expo event exclusive, limited to 1,000 pieces. So yes, it is true. Which is actually a big run because pretty sure Yellow Ken was limited to 500. I'm pretty sure Purple Ken was limited to 500. And the Teal Ryu, the one I did the video on, was limited to 250. So yeah, and funny how they gave that Ryu a darker skin tone. So they can do it. They just didn't, which is even more upsetting. How did the hell did Mars get the Jada Honda? It's a sample. It's not the finished product. I don't know how he got it, but it's not the finished product. That's why his legs were fucked up on it. It was a sample piece, and that's why his box was destroyed as well. The Amazing gets it all, bro. Must be nice. Must be ultimate shill. I wouldn't know. Mars stole it from the factory when they weren't looking. Maybe. I have no idea how he got it, to be honest. But all I know is he got it out first. So he got the banger views. Banger views. I'm contemplating getting the Player 2 Sagat. I think it's better than the first one, in all honesty. I think it looks better. It comes with the better accessories. I don't really even like the gritting head sculpt that much on the Storm. Like, it's okay, but it could have been better for sure. Bro will pop off an arm and be like, my bad, I'm too strong. Who's that? Are you talking about Mars or who? We've talked about a lot of people. Are we talking about D Amazing? D Amazing pops off arms all the time. He had Balrog like 3 months ago. Hey, I mean, I don't feel like they're trying to. This whole shilling thing and like the thing is though, I do find the only thing I find annoying is you don't hear the criticism, right? That's the only thing. It's like, who wouldn't love to get free figures directly from the supplier, right? I would love that. But then there's that obligation, like you feel like you can't really say anything. And it's not like the figure would have been bad, but it's like, do the figures not at least deserve some constructive criticism? Not even like a little? Like, hey, next time we could probably do this, or next time we could probably do that. It's like they don't feel like they deserve, like, you think it's just like this perfect figure. Shin, $35 is a sin. Cheap as hell. I don't even know what we're talking about right there. Not only glazing and sucking off. I don't know who you're talking about at that point. I don't feel like D Amazing really sucks him off. I think I don't know. I don't feel like any of them. Maybe Unparalleled Universe goes a little hard on. He said Unparalleled Universe said he didn't even like Storm figures, which to me was like, oh, okay. That's a hot take. Which it's fine. I mean, you can definitely like your Jada figures. I mean, like I said, I don't even think you have to pick sides. You can get both. But to say that you don't, I don't know. Like, what's not to like about him? He didn't even go into any detail. He's like, I don't like the Storm figures. Oh, really? Why is that? I haven't heard anybody actually say, I don't like the Storm figures. Sure, you can be frustrated with their QC and like their delayed times on delivering figures. One, Jada's taking forever to deliver on their figures. Two, Jada's also had QC issues, but it's been a while, so they get forgotten. Storm just has, they're releasing more shit right now, so you're seeing more of the Storm flaws than you are Jada. We haven't talked about a new figure. Let's just put this into perspective, folks. We haven't talked about a new figure from Jada, like a new character, since May of 2025, and that was Vega. And we still, as a public, for those that don't get figures directly from Jada, do not even have Akuma in our hands yet. And won't until probably February, which is insane. So for those that say Storm takes too long, please look in the mirror of the Jada mirror and see that they haven't released their new character since May of last year. I'm just saying. We can sit there and criticize Storm all day, but I mean, they're still getting their. I mean, Storm has released a ton of figures since they've released Jada's Vega. Oh, Unparalleled doesn't like the plastic from Storm. I mean, that's a hot take. I've never heard anybody say that. But he's his own guy. He loves the Jada stuff. That's fine too. I don't think you have to pick a side. I love the Jada stuff. I just don't feel like both sides play fair. I don't feel like the arguments are fair. I don't feel like the Jada stands are fair with their arguments to Storm, and I don't feel like the Storm guys are fair to Jada guys. I feel like they're just sitting there arguing when they all both have their same, they pretty much have the same flaws at this point, other than Storm has had more QC issues than Jada. I collect both, just happy Street Fighter figs, different games covered, factual. My fear, though, is that they announce that they're going to do Ultra Street Fighter 2 come March. That's what I fear for Jada. And then at that point, I don't even know what happens. Akuma Wave is about to appear at Target as the names are getting the system as of today. Yeah, except can we talk about that? All right. So we've talked about Sagat. We've talked about the Storm issue. Let's go over to Jada. I want to talk about that. Let's go over to the Jada stuff. We're talking Jada. We got to talk about Jada. And I know there's this excitement that Target is getting. I saw those pictures. I saw that they were in the system. They're actually, the cool thing about that is in their system, they're actually cheaper than they are on the website. So that's pretty cool, right? The figures, the deluxe figures, I think were still $30.99, like $30.99. So that's pretty cool. But now it's time to play the honest game, right? Now it's time to play the honest game. How many of you guys get a tremendous a lot of stock of Jada at your targets? And when you do, it is, you literally have to be like there when they're restocking if you even want a chance at them. So yeah, it's cool that Target sells them, but one, they always go on Target online, but they're never actually available. It's like Storm Arena. They're on Storm's website, but they never actually go up for sale. So that's one thing about the Target thing. Two, they ship them out in the smallest of quantities. If you're not there literally the day they're restocking, you're not going to see these. So is it that cool that Target's carrying them again? It is for those lucky people that will find them on the restock. But other than that, I would say 80% of you guys will not see these at Target. You have probably a better chance of these showing up quicker to Walmart because Walmart seems to be, I was at Walmart today or the other day. It wasn't today. It was like 2 days ago or a day ago. And I saw Guile. The first time I've seen more Guiles now at Walmart than I ever saw at Target. I saw DJ. I've seen DJ at Target. But I'm seeing a lot more love and shipment going to Walmart than I am ever at Target. I see a lot at Walmart and GameStop. Dude, I don't know. You guys be going to GameStop like all the time. It must be, unless you're Canadian, do you guys go into GameStop a lot? I'm never going into a GameStop. Take me back in your guys' time machine to 2003, where I went into GameStop. You guys are going into GameStop like every two. GameStop. GameStop. Man. What it would be, I don't ever go into GameStop ever. I forget it's a store. I mean, it's more not because it's a bad store. It's because I hate the sales pitch every time I go in there. It's like a freaking buckle. Hey, how can I help you today? Have you seen the new pre-orders? Do you need to get the new Game Pass? It's on sale. Hurry, buy something or they'll shoot us. Wait, what? Walmart has had way more stock, it seems. My local retailer gets them in stock, so seeing them hit big store means my small store is getting them even sooner. That'd be good. Will this figure be on Amazon by any chance? Yes, it will be. But you're probably going to see it faster through Big Bad Toy Store. And Amazon has them for weird pricing. Like the pricing on Jada figures are all over the place on Amazon. Walmart has a lot of stock of these guys, like a lot of them. I know, which is awesome. Jada figures have flaws, but since they are in stores, they have a chance of going on clearance and sale. Yeah, but you don't want to see that. That's not a good sign that things are going on sale. I don't know. The one thing that I don't see a lot of people talk about, I think this figure looks really good. He's just very wide. Does his wideness bug anybody else? GameStop has gamer girl clerks. Maybe where you live. I have 4 targets. They almost never have Jada Street Fighter. I saw them like twice, Chun-Li or something. Factual. People are on GameStop website too, I guess. Like, you guys go to the GameStop website? Man, I'm way behind on these. At least you don't have to worry about being asked to sign up for the Gamer Informer anymore. Please don't even need to pre-order them. They'll be in stock a lot. I'm cheap. Tell us something we don't know, Alpha. I'm just kidding. I've stopped them, GameStop, with sales pitch by telling them, hey, I'm only here to look at the collectibles. Shamba wanted Akuma to be wide. The hell's a Chamba? Which Chamba? What the hell's a Chamba? What is Chamba? Yes. BBTS is a lifesaver. Is it, Lee? Because they said January, and if you haven't seen a pre-order satisfaction email from BBTS this week, you're not getting Akuma till February. You can book it. Akuma generally is stocky and broad. Well, they got that. Akuma's a thick boy. I'm not gonna lie, and I hate to say that. I think it looks good, but it looks unnaturally thick. Right? I get that you can be thick, but he looks like too wide. I think that's one thing that I'd like to see Jada improve on. And this is not a shot at Jada. I think I'd like to see the gis fit a little bit better. A little more form-fitting gis, I think, is what I'd like to see. Because I feel like this doesn't look... He almost looks like a garden troll with that face and the body. That actually looks like a person. I don't know why. But I think it's a bad angle of the picture. Because he doesn't look that weird when he's in pictures. A gerbil is trapped in my boyfriend's butt and I can't get out. Should he keep feeding it milk with a medicine dropper or just let it starve to death? I think its fate is already sealed. I wanted him taller. He appears like the Alpha 2 cover. He'll be taller than Ryu, so you'll be able to do that cover. I think the scale is still there. I don't like Jada's wideness on Ryuken and Akuma. If you look at Storm Arena, they did good on the gi. It doesn't look fat. The thing is that I think that's different is I think that they actually narrowed the waist. From the chest to the waist, I think the waist gets extremely more narrow. I got to see real quick who won the football game. Give me just a second. 30-6. My God. The Steelers. You're a joke. Wrist is way too wide. Can we talk about that? The wrist? The hell's the wrist? The wrist? So his broadness doesn't bother me. Chamba from Chamba from Toy Me. Okay, yeah, I knew that. I was like, what the hell's a Chamba? This is too wide though. But yeah, I think this could be just a bad picture. In that picture, he does look abnormally broad. Let me bring up like one of the pictures that he's like actually posed, because it's not that like right here, like at the San Diego Comic-Con, he doesn't look that broad. He looks like I don't know. But without that, let's talk about the one. What do you guys think? I think I think the one that I'm not even that excited for Akuma, to be honest. I like the character a lot, but man, I really feel like this is the figure that they nailed. Where the hell is it? Why can't I find it? Oh, I was gonna show you guys this one too. So that's Storm Arena's Akuma that's coming out. See how the waist goes in? Thinner at the waistline? That's the only thing I think I'd like to see Jada fix. Is it maybe just be cinched in a little more at the waist? Chamba works sometimes for Capcom. That's pretty cool. Way too wide. But one figure that I did think that I'm really excited for. I think I'm really excited for Balrog. Jada's Balrog looks fire. But the one figure that I'm just like, I'm excited for that one is where the I finally find the photo and then it says I have too many. Streamlabs sucks. Don't ever use this program. My God, don't ever use this program. It sucks. What a terrible streaming service. This guy. Now that's what I'm talking about. Can you guys still hear me? All right. Okay, good. This figure looks amazing. This figure turned out really well. Man, this is the one right here. Nobody mentions it. I mean, I do. Akuma is a treasure troll. Open up the doogie. I see them genning his belly button. Like a dirty secret. That Storm one don't feel right. That gi is way too swelved. Swelved? How dare you pull out a swelved on me? You're going to pull that crap out on me, Colt? The gi is way too swelved. You watch your swelves. I don't even know what the hell that means, but I'm not digging it right now. Okay, well, his face is one of the more negative points about him. His gritting teeth head looks better. All right, I got to get caught up. If you said something that I missed, please. The effect piece is definitely coming in the comic exclusive of the Kuma down the line. The thing is it sounded like when June did his interview, it sounded like when they were finishing the roster, it didn't sound like they were going to do a ton more player twos. It sounds like they were done with Ultra Street Fighter. An unparalleled review of Akuma. He shows the torso Akuma is wider. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. It's just the style of the figures. But if you look like Guile is not all. Wait, I can't tell. Now that I'm looking at the, I've got the Jada figures right here, and I got the. Never mind. I don't know. Maybe not, because like you look at M Bison, and his little kilt thing is cinched on the waist. But Ken and Ryu are a little bit thicker. I don't know. Whatever. It's not that big of a deal. We're still waiting on our Sagat from Big Bad Toy Store, and you'll be waiting. Just like you're waiting on your Akuma from Big Bad Toy Store. Here's the thing. Again, I'm not going to bash Storm for taking forever, because where's your Akuma that was supposed to be here January? And again, unless Storm announces this week that they're shipping out your Akuma, you're not going to see it in January. Because everybody knows that Big Bad Toy Storm takes about 7 to 10 business days to get your shit to your door. And unless that happens today, that's not going to be here this month. Yeah, E-Honda is going to be a good one. Ooh, that second Akuma from Storm looks better. Yeah. Did you see the pictures of that SHF Toji? It looks terrible. I'm not going to lie. I don't even know who Toji is. Who's Toji? Would it be fun to check Dan and Nash player twos to see what we'd like to be made? Is that what you got to see? That's the thing. This profile sucks. It does. Share screen. How do I share screen? Okay. Let's go to, which one do I want to go? Let's go this one. All right. So, wait. Oh, okay. We're going to start with, because they're going to start with Sagat first. So look at this one. So Sagat, see, this is what I was talking about. So see how the player one, which is technically the purple one, when they made the green one, then it's got the lighter skin. They could have just when they made the green one, then that could have been the one that had the head transfers. But clearly the one on the left, the X-isms, are darker. And the right, even the right, the V-isms are a little bit tanner than the A-isms. So it's like when you made the second A-ism, I think the ones I'm most excited for is this classic colorway from Ultra Street Fighter, the blue and red. We already got the white and red. I think the one I'm most excited for is probably the orange and the blue and red. The purple one will be cool too if they end up doing that, but I think they all look pretty good. I'm not going to lie. There's not one where I'm like, ugh. Maybe, I don't know, the green one is But and then what? Dan? I think we looked at these before, but oh, he's got that one right there. That yellow and orange Dan. Oh, dude, Dan's got badass. Okay, never mind. The worst one is his classic color. And actually the purple, because we've already seen a purple Ken. But all the rest of these colors are better than his original outfit. I love the yellow with the purple gloves. I love the orange with the purple gloves. I love this neon blue. And I like the teal green. Those are fire. The only one, the least, the second worst one is his original color, which is hilarious. And then Charlie, I don't feel like Charlie had, if I remember correctly, I don't think Charlie's got the greatest player twos. They're very similar. Ooh, the white, ooh, never mind. Scratch that. I like the white vest. The V-isms right there. Give me the V-isms. Those are fire. I don't know. The X-ism on the far left looks good. That orange with the like dark teal green. Yeah, Charlie, I think the white vest Charlie is the one I'm in for. Those are, but it looks like his skin tone gets a little bit darker on the V-ism. But the one thing that I still don't understand, let's get back to StreamYard. Could you guys see that the whole time or no? Please tell me you guys could see that. Dude, I miss so much chat. We can't see shit? What? You guys couldn't see any of that? Dude, this system sucks. It does. Oh my god, this system sucks. Hold on. Let me see if I can fix that. God damn, dude. This thing is such a piece of It just is. Hold on. I think I have to delete something because this thing is such trash. I'm never using StreamYard again, and you can book it. This thing's the biggest ripoff of all time. Can you guys see or no? Could you guys see when I did that or no? Could you guys see it? You guys couldn't see it? Okay, hold on. When I go like this, what is this? It stopped screen sharing. Nope. What about now? Can you guys see it now? When I go like this? Oh, you know why? Because I have to add it to the freaking stage. I'm such an idiot. That's because the system sucks. Ugh. All right, here you go. Jesus. So the white ones, the V-isms. Hopefully you guys can see these now. Those are Charlie's. And then I like this one right here, the orange and the blue. Let's go back to Dan because you guys missed Dan. Dan had fire colors. Look at Dan's colors. He gets this cool Easter green, like a hyper blue. The yellow, dude, these ones right here. His X-isms, granted, if they do it, he gets a darker skin tone and gets these fire colors. The orange with the purple gloves and the yellow and purple gloves. Fire. And then we missed Sagat. You guys missed Sagat. Sagat, literally, this is what's crazy is like when you did this green one, that's what the same skin tone is. This purple one is technically the blue and yellow one that we got. So it's like when you did the green one, then that's when you could have made the same skin tone and we could have interchanged heads. But here's the darker ones, that's the classic Ultra Street Fighter outfit right there, the blue and red. And then he gets yellow. I think the orange one is the one, the orange or yellow, but they're all different skin tones. So hopefully you guys saw that this time. Jesus. It's so obnoxious. The pink is iconic. No, I get it, but I just think the colors are better looking. Storm Arena does Sakura. They can do 2 versions. Here's one thing I want to ask, right? One thing I want to ask. Where is it? I can't see it. Oh, it's right there. Where is she? Where is her pre-order? Why are we not hearing anything about her? Why are we not seeing any Darkstalkers pre-orders? Why is Baki Onma not getting any alternate versions? What is going on with Storm Arena? I think they're focusing on the right stuff, right? I do. I think they're focusing on the right things. I think they know that people are all in on the Street Fighter and that's their main focus, but it shocks me that we have not seen a shirtless Yujiro yet. We haven't seen a streetwear Baki yet as far as variants from the Storm Arena line. It shocks me that we have not heard a word about Chun-Li yet. Those things shock me. Why? Storm Arena needs to stop using drop-down hips. Why do you guys not like them? Like, it doesn't bother me either way, but what do you guys not like about them? Like, they're ugly, or you don't like the functionality of them, or I've heard people say that, but it's never really bugged me. I wish they show off Zangief and Balrog. I mean, if you guys want to see, I don't know, you guys got to tell me. You can't tell me one thing. I mean, it would be so nice too if it would just. Man, those figures are so far down there. I mean, you can't tell me that this guy doesn't look good. He looks great. Drop down hips are ass. They don't improve the range, and that always sits awkwardly. Drop down hips don't get in the way at all. I forget they're there. That's kind of how I feel, but maybe I'm not posing enough. I don't know. Drop down hips are almost useless every single time, and they tend to break. Never had that. I have how they drop so easily when they do something simple. Just a soft crotch and more hollow thighs is enough. Yeah. Where's everyone going? Bingo. Wait, what? To be honest, I'm not posing my figures around all the time, so maybe that's why drop down hit. No, that's exactly why they don't bother me, because I'm not really posing. Like, to be honest with you guys, a lot of the figures I don't even touch anymore once I do the review. Like, I put them in a generic pose on my shelf, and I really don't touch them that much. I'm hesitant about Jada Balrog because I want to see Storms first. I think I have the latest, like the latest that we saw from Storm on Balrog was this guy. It looks exactly like their collectibles shrunk down. And if you kind of look at his hand, like you can kind of imagine, like looking at how far he goes past the fingers, like if you were to kind of put the imagery in your, that's a pretty big figure. No, Storms isn't colored yet, but I guarantee at the Capcom event in March, this will be fully colored, 100%. God, the sculpt is better than Jada. It's just different style. I think Jada's looks really good. I like their Balrog a lot. Storm's prototype honestly doesn't look like it can hit the peekaboo pose. I mean, are you doing the peekaboo pose on your shelf, Damien? Because if you're not, then I'm going to be severely upset. Someone did a comparison video between Storm Sagat and Jada Sagat. Articulation range, and Jada seems to have the edge. Yeah, Damien did a pretty good video. Phenomenal video. Did I say pretty good? Phenomenal video on comparing the two. I think it's a two-parter. Make sure you guys go watch Damien Talks Toys. He did a full breakdown. Yeah, Jada does have the edge, I do believe, on the articulation. I do. But it just depends on what you want. Are you using that crazy? How much do you guys touch your figures from when you buy them? Do you take them out, kind of play with them for like half an hour and then put them on the shelf to never touch them again, but every so often in a blue moon? Or are you guys constantly posing around your figures? Because me, I get a figure, I do the review. Sagat has probably been the one I've touched them. Okay, that sounds odd. Sagat's been the one that I've posed around the that doesn't sound much better. I have them in battle every few weeks. So you really have like a dojo at your place. Battling is crazy. But that's fine. That's fair. I like that. I pose my figures a lot. You're just over here doing a pose off? Like Zoolander? Like every night you're like having a pose off? What the hell's going on? Man, I must be doing action figures all wrong. I pose them out of the box, display them, and when I get a photo ID, I take pictures with them. That's fair. Once a month. Okay. No, I think, I mean, I'm okay. So I probably haven't touched Violent Ken literally since I got him out of the box. I've posed him once and he stayed in that pose the whole time. I need to get him in a video. I like to pose. Okay. I like to pose them and take pictures of them. I don't know why that sounded insanely creepy in my head. I like to pose them and then I like to take pictures of them. I guess it's the way you say it, right? If I say I like to pose them and take pictures of them, it doesn't sound as creepy. But if it says I like to pose them and then take pictures, then it sounds a lot worse. All right. Anyways, I don't handle them very much, but I think part of owning a collection is the ability to pose them when you actually feel like it. And that is fair, Shum. Hey, Shum89. I wasn't very familiar with the Street Fighter character that you have in your profile, but I learned a lot about him watching. Oh, what's that guy's name? What is that guy's name? Street Fighter Legacy video. I was watching it. That guy is fire. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. What's that guy's name? Maximilian Dude. Maximilian Dude did a full like breakdown on the Street Fighter like Legacy, and that character is actually fire. Yeah, Maximilian Dude, that's his name. Dude, that series is fire that he does. All the figures you have, what's the one figure that your favorite? Just one favorite figure. The Sagat Storm Collectibles is my favorite figure. I have the player one Sagat. I still have it unopened, mint inbox. That's my favorite figure of all time. Right now. I mean, my Grail is the other one that we had, but I sold it. I needed the funds more than I needed the figure at the time, so I had to sell it. I'm pretty much an inbox guy. I'd love to be the first to do a Kith Ryu review, but it would break my heart to open it. That would be so stupid, Keaton. There's nothing different about that Ryu other than you can be like, oh, wow, it says Kith on the back. It's a black gi. Literally nothing to show off about that figure. I think that would be an incredibly waste. I don't even know that it would get just because everybody knows that there's nothing different about it. It just says Kith on it. That's it. And it's got a black gi. I would heavily, especially with the price you paid, that's not a figure that needs reviewing because nobody, one, is opening that figure to play with it. It's a pure collectible. Oh, yeah, Max is great. I'm excited to see Jada and Storm do Aiden. Yeah, that's his name, Aiden. Yeah, dude, he looks badass. How much did I sell the white Sagat for? It's like $280 or $286. It was expensive. So yeah, we had to get. One day I'll own him again. One day. Jada Fei Long is my GOAT. I have all of his figures. Nice. Yeah, I love the Fei Long. I think my favorite out of the Jada, I haven't done I don't know if I want to say that because I still need to rank them. I need to do another my favorite Jada figures breakdown. But man, it's gonna be tough because the Vega turned out really good. Guile. I can give you my top 5 in not any particular order. Sagat, Guile, Vega, Blanca, and Dalsim are probably the top 5 in not any particular order. I definitely did not say those in order, by the way. Yeah, 280. It was a Comic-Con exclusive. Super hard to find. Doesn't show up on the market brand new very often. I don't like it. They picked the wrong color, especially with Captain America, that odd green color. Ew. Well, it was supposed to be like a player 2 color. Are you not happy they're making Storm Arena version? I thought you'd be more happy, not gonna lie. Goji, you missed my entire rant about this thing in the beginning. They messed this figure up. They did not give him the darker skin tone. I love this figure. I absolutely love this figure. I do. But look at what they did here. Let's go back to the beginning. Look at, they did not change the skin tone. They are the exact same skin tone. And then you put the darker skin tone on the box. Look at that. That's frustrating. Why even go to that trouble to do that? You could have just made the same, like, they're the same. He needed to be darker. We wanted him this color. He needed to have this darker tan. I absolutely adore this figure and will absolutely love this figure. But he needed the darker tan, and it bugs me that they gave him the darker box. Look at them. They're the same skin tone. And it's cool that you can interchange the head, but there are other Player 2 variants that had this same skin tone as the first one that we got that we could have waited on. You could have made this guy darker, and then I would absolutely, this probably would have been like my favorite figure. Yeah. I know that's weird to say. It's such a nitpick thing. It's like, dude, this guy is really tripping over his skin not being darker. But it's like, it's the attention to detail. To me, I think the most frustrating part is it's just like another corner. It's just like, it's just another lazy attempt, a corner cut, if you will. Took a shortcut to make a cheap variant. It's like, bro, you gave this figure, and it was even confirmed by Mr. Lee. Right here, at the very top comment. So the skin tones are the same. He says, yep, they are the same. And the thing is too, not only did you have the darker Sagat, but you've already made darker figures before. This skin tone on this Ryu is darker than the traditional Ryu. Am I getting Jada Toys Balrog figure? Yes, but they're not even selling it in China yet. So, I mean, trust me, I am getting these Jada figures as fast as you possibly can. The only reason I don't have it yet is because I have no relationship with Jada. I have emailed June. The receptionist messed up and gave me June's email. I have emailed June like 5 or 6 times, which sounds insane, but I've done it, and it's been properly spaced. I mean, this has been like over a year and a half. I haven't sent him an email forever, but I've definitely tried to reach out to Jada numerous times to see if I could get an I don't even need the free product. I have no problem buying the product, but I just would love to. And I don't need an hour with June. Give me 10 minutes. Give me 10 minutes. And I'm not going to sit there and grill him or anything like that. Like, all right, June, this is about to be the toughest interview of your life. This is Rex Kondo. Like, nothing like that. Like, I'm just asking, like, more in thought-provoking questions. But yeah, no, I'm getting the Balrog, I'm getting the Akuma, but they're literally not even available in China yet. And China is the place that gets them first. So it's like, yeah, I'm getting all the Jada stuff. I just can't get my hands on it. I'm not part of on the creator list. When they go down the creator list, they go Migos, Unparalleled Universe, Kit Bash Customs, The Amazing, and that's it. And now I guess they're working with the figure report. It's wild. Jada's to be honest with you, I have a strange suspicion that they do not like me, which is fine. But yeah, I don't think they like me very much. Or at least I don't think June cares for me. That is wild. Jada's a mainstay of your channel. I see random people get early figures for review. They're not random people. These channels that I named have pretty big followings. Have you seen Honda Action Fighter Jada? It looks great. We did. We talked about it. I'm super excited. I think that's the one I'm most excited for. Outside of T-Hawk and Zangief, assuming we get, I mean, we should get them this year, right? Then, E-Honda is probably the one I'm most excited for. Then Balrog, then Akuma. Juden loves Toy Migos, seems to give them a lot of exclusive attention. Yeah, well, they actually get to go to all those cons. If I could go to the cons, I would definitely try to have a conversation with June. But I can it's not in the financials to get out to any of the cons, unfortunately. No, I love Jada. I'm not gonna say that's your words, not mine. I love Jada. Jada built this channel. Jada is they're the godfathers of the 6-inch Street Fighter. They're the ones that started it all. Storm Arena doesn't exist without Jada Toys. I'll say that till the day I die. If Jada Toys doesn't have the success that they have with their Street Fighter line, Storm Collectibles stays Storm Collectible and never truly ventures into 6-inch action figures. And I will etch that on my grave. I keep getting shipping action notice over this week, Honda, but when I check Ollie, it doesn't seem to have changed because it hasn't. I think Keaton, I think Honda got pushed out faster than he was supposed to the creators because of Mars's video. Because they didn't like that Mars had the sample that showed the shitty legs. And they're like, no, we got to get this Honda out to these guys fast so they don't think the legs are all messed up. If I had to guess, they might just be at capacity for that sort of thing. There's no way there's a capacity. How much do you think it actually costs to send out one of these figures to the creators? That's their marketing. It's free marketing. You're giving up a $30 figure to get, how many... if you look at my views on my Jada videos, they get thousands of views. I'm talking all my Jada videos, a majority of them get over 4,000 views. So it's not like good publicity for them. I think $30 for thousands of views and highly influential. I feel like a lot of people tell me that, I've helped them decide on a figure. And does that come off extremely arrogant? I hope not. That's just what I've been told. That sounded really what's the word? That sounded very arrogant. That's not how I meant it to came off. But I'm just saying, I look at the views, obviously, and it seems like they get enough that I feel like I should be able to help represent them. But I guess they don't feel that way, which is fair. I don't think they dislike you, but seeing how Marvel Legends fan base is, I think they're afraid to. What do you mean? I don't understand. Why do you think that? The reason why I think... Okay, so the reason why I think June doesn't like me, they were doing an interview with June, the figure report, and I was in there asking questions, and he mentioned my name on the first question, and then on the second time, he didn't mention my name again. Which is weird, but he said it almost like he was gonna say my name, but then he's like, another creator has asked this question. It almost seemed like he was instructed not to ask questions or take questions from me. I have not asked the figure report that. It's not, I haven't asked, but it definitely seems like that it just seemed very fishy. And what does this say? He basically friends with the Toy Migos. It seems like they have a good relationship with a lot of different toy tubers. Nah. No, not that. Hadouken. Yeah. We only have, what is your dream line? God, if he gets asked that one more time, it's almost like a parody at this point. What is your dream? If you could choose any license, that's probably how I'd start off the interview. So, June, the $1 million question. If you could choose one license, what would it be? And then he usually goes, I've already pretty much done the license that I wanted to do in Ultra Street Fighter. But it's whatever. They only lose pennies on each sample they send. That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's a drop in the water. I don't know how many, I feel like companies could incorporate toy tubers more, but I understand. You got to cap it somewhere, right? They don't like being asked hard questions. I don't even feel like I'd ask them hard questions. I would ask them not yes no questions. I'd be like, how much of tariffs affect your production and shipping? A lot, little, none, quite a bit. Why has there been such a gap between Vega and Akuma? Was that due to tariffs? Was it you had to, was it things that, how much of the other licenses got in the way of production of Street Fighter? A lot, a little, none? I don't feel like those are like insane questions. It's not like it has to be that serious. You can be like, oh, it's, it's done a lot. It's not that much. It has a little bit, you know. I would assume that it has. You could lie for all I care. I just want to ask different questions. That's it. Nothing crazy. I mean, maybe those are crazy to them. I don't feel like they're that crazy of questions. Getting good with the Oh, dude, the Migos hate me. We already know they hate me. They don't like that I use content from their interviews, I'm sure. I pretty much it was a while back. I made a video where they basically ignored every question that I asked June. And that like I said, that could have been instructed by June. I don't know. Maybe June said don't take questions from that Richie Figs idiot. They literally skipped they were going down their chat was not blowing up or anything. It was going at a steady pace, but nothing like rapid fire where they were deliberately skipping my questions every time. And I called them out in one of my videos, and then they eventually put in one of my videos that it's come to our attention that you think we were ignoring you or something like that. And they like did that like the PR stunt where they're like, we didn't mean to ignore you. We weren't trying to ignore anybody. But they clearly, like, if you were to watch that stream back, they literally were going down the list, skipped mine, and then kept going down the list. Like it wasn't an accident. And they did it like 3 or 4 times. And that's what it kind of ended up seeming like the figure report was doing. So, like I said, maybe it was instructed by June. I don't know. I don't care, frankly. It's whatever. It's not a big deal. It's not like I'm holding a toy grudge. Could you imagine a toy grudge? I can't hold toy grudges. Didn't the Toy Migos mention your review about being the belt hard to bet? Wait, what? Let me read in a 6th grade level here. Didn't the Toy Migos mention your review about the belt being hard to put back on? I never saw it if they did. I watch all their stuff. I've never heard my name brought up in any of their videos. They said someone said it's hard to put back on, but it's easy. Oh, cool. So it was more like a sneak diss. Oh, perfect. And no, has anybody taken the gi off their Ryu and put it back on? It's not very easy. At least it's Jada's is way easier. It may be easy once you get it done and you've loosened up the hole. That's what she said. But it's not as easy as Jada's. It was hard as shit. They said someone said it's hard, but it's easy. Yeah, that's like a sneak diss. That's not like a kudos to me. I'm looking forward to collecting Jada Toy Street Fighter figures. You should, man. They're good figures. They're really good. S tier, if you will. But guys, that is going to be the stream. We've ran over. I'm going to be in big trouble. But I appreciate you guys. This would be the last time of this stupid ass format. We're never using StreamYard again. We're never doing it. Ever. Freaking ever. Even if there's a fire. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Lee. We love you, Mr. Lee. Thank you for letting us use the content. We love you, Mr. Lee. And this will probably be the next figure. I will get this figure before Akuma, which is insane. I have not found a place where China is even selling the figures early either to get Akuma, Balrog, or E Honda. One day we'll get on the Jada list where I can actually get these figures at the same time. Hopefully. Probably not, but that's okay. We can dream. Are you planning to collect the new line this year? Nothing is really stood out to me where I'm like, ooh, I gotta collect that. I'm still on the Marvel Legends, NECA, one-off McFarlane's, Storm Arena, and Jada. That's it. That's all I've been collecting. In art and LPZZ have me interested, but they sell out so fast before I even get there. So you're planning to collect Storm King of Fighter? Yes. I'll get the figure before Player One Sagat. Yep. Good stream. Nice chatting. I appreciate everyone coming out. I love you all. I will see you guys soon. And we will have another stream probably sometime next week. Hopefully we get some Jada or Storm news this next week. It's going to be a good time. I love you all. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Until the next one, Richie Figs. Later.
9, 8, 7,